baby is just a fact until it is possible that baby is not. Or maybe baby never was. It is just the smallest drop of blood, but right on time according to my menstrual clock. Was it possible I had just skipped last month? But then there was more blood that morning. All that motherly intuition, the fatigue, and occasional nausea that always came in the evening. All those mornings I couldn't get out of bed. Am I a fake? A wave of humiliation turns my face bright red. All those times I turned down sushi, insisted on drinking out of a glass, and eating only organic apples? And what about, I went skiing, just easy hills. And then the 2 times at the gym, I jumped, and the crazy gym lady made us do these plank stomach roll things 90 times. And I did it because I'm not a wimp, even though I said, "Oh my goodness," out loud. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to jump. I think of baby hanging on by the tiniest thread implanted in the side of my womb, hanging on for dear life, and then? Was it the head over heels tumble when I was too lazy to turn my skis? I count off the minutes to my 8-week appointment. Until then, I can't talk or smile or pretend. I breathe because I have to. The nurse peeks her head in. "It's positive, you're pregnant." And 20 minutes later, the gyno, just back from delivery, puts plastic over a rod and inserts it into my uterus, explaining, "Sometimes there's a little blood left over from implantation. We'll know as soon as we put this in here and see a healthy baby." He stops. This is not good news. There is no healthy baby. This was nothing you did. It's usually chromosomal. The next day, my husband brings home pizza because it is raining and hands me a Coke. I can't. Or I guess I can. I open it and take a sip. And then with this act of acceptance, it comes. I call into my conference call. I put my phone on mute when I have to run into the bathroom because my abdomen feels full. I give birth to clots of blood, one after another, on mute, on a conference call that keeps dropping because of the rain. I dial in again, frantically listening for my name, and juggle the toilet paper and blot up the blood and deal with the dripping. I start crying, and even though I'm on mute, I can't explain to my husband why I am crying. "Is it the pain?" he asks, snuggling up to me on the couch. I shake my head again and again until I can whisper, "No," because it is real. In deciding to become pregnant, I walked through a door I dared to be devastated. Children could die. They could be bad people. I dared. I want to say to my colleagues on the phone, "I've got to go. I'm having a miscarriage." But I can't deal with their sympathy, and I am too overwhelmed to tell anything but the truth. So I stay on the phone and run to the bathroom as the golf ball-sized clots well up, one after another. After hours, just minutes before I am dizzy enough to allow my husband to take me to the hospital, the blood ebbs to a steady flow that I bleed for days. I do not know where it is coming from, where so much blood could possibly be coming from. It goes on until I am sure the only logical explanation is my body is grieving. It weeps blood to make up for what it could not carry and what did not ever grow. So I allow my body its own way of dealing, and I let it bleed. 3 days later, I'm doing the laundry because my abdominals are throbbing too much for other work. I put in a load of reds but don't know what to do with a soiled pair of pink underwear. "Throw them away," my inner voice roars. It was impossible to deal with the constant deluge. There was no way to protect myself for the linens I defend against the responsible self who sees no point in throwing away a perfectly good pair of underwear. Throw them away! And then I realized there was one thing I am sure of. I grit my teeth, shedding the blame and helplessness over a baby who is no more. I think about all the women who have bled and cleaned up their blood for the sake of motherhood and giving life. And I realized this thing I dared and this thing I suffered were brave. I am sure of this. A woman who just had a miscarriage, I declared to myself in the laundry, certainly must not, surely must not, scrub blood out of her underclothing.